Good morning, students. Today we will discuss the new topic that is known as the lack of RON, or we can say that topic is regulation of gene expression. Actually, regulation of gene expression means controlling the amount and time of formation of gene products according to the requirement of the cell. In 24 hours, we can say that how many metabolites are formed, how many types of enzymes is required, how the hormones is controlling the activity. Every activity is controlled by the gene expression. In prokaryotes, we have learned that the gene expression is controlled by the initiation of transcription. But in eukaryotes, you have learned that this regulation, it can be exerted at 4 levels. First one is known as the transcription level. Number 2 is the processing level. Third is the transport of messenger RNA from nucleus to cytoplasm, and the transitional level. First of all, by seeing this diagram, now we have to understand how the lac operon is actually operating and what is lac operon. The lac operon concept was first proposed in 1961 by Jacob and Monod. What is lac? How we can define the term operon? My dear students, let us see. All the genes controlling the one metabolic pathway constitute an operon. An operon consists of the following components: a structural gene, so ZYA, just you see, this is the structural gene. This is the fragment of DNA which transcribe messenger RNA for polypeptide synthesis. Just we have discussed that what is a structural gene, how it transcribes the language of the DNA. So we can say the structural gene, it is the fragments of DNA which transcribe messenger RNA for polypeptide synthesis. Next is the known as the promoter gene. The promoter gene is a sequence of DNA where the RNA polymerase binds and initiates transcription. When the transcription process is going on, this promoter region, here the RNA polymerase binds and it thus initiates the transcription. Then there are the after promoter gene, just you see this is the O. It means it is the operator gene. Operator gene, it is the sequence of DNA adjacent to promoter. It is just adjacent to the promoter gene where a specific repressor protein binds. Each called operator. Just you see what is this circle. It means it is the repressor protein which binds on the operator gene, and when it will remain bind, it means the process will be stopped, or we can say the switch is off. The regulator gene, that one, that is also known as the inhibitory gene, we will discuss. The regulator gene, it is the gene that codes for the repressor protein. Those repressor protein which binds here, always it is synthesized by this regulator gene. It always produces the repressor protein that binds to the operator and suppress its activity, as a result of which transcription will be switched off. Suppose if it will repressor protein is found, it will bound to the operator gene and the program it will be switched off. For the convenience how the program is going on, we require inducer. This is known as the inducer, that is known as the substrate or the substance that prevents the repressor protein from binding to the operator, this one, and as a result of which the switch on will be continue. So it is known as the inducer. As a result, transcription is switched on. It is a chemical of diverse nature like metabolites, hormones, substrate, etc. My dear students, this diagram, it shows the lac operon which is exhibiting into the Escherichia coli. Means lac operon, how it is going on. Let us understand. It is an inducible operon. Where lactose is an inducer, it is the substrate for the enzyme beta galactosidase. If we are talking about this ZYA, 3 regions, it is the structural gene regions. It is essential for converting the lactose sugar into its simple form, that is galactose and glucose. Let us see. The component of lac operon and their functions are given here. Lac operon consists of 3 structural genes, namely ZYA. These 3 structural genes, it transcribes a polycistronic messenger RNA. Gene Z, when we are talking about this gene, it is gene Z. It codes for the beta galactosidase, which breaks lactose into galactose and glucose. Now, yes, the gene Y, this one is the gene Y. It codes for the permeases, which increases the permeability of the cell to lactose. Gene A, it codes for enzyme transacetylase, which catalyzes the transacetylation of lactose in its active form. By this discussion, now we have to understand what happens when there is absence of lactose and what happens when there is the presence of lactose. So, my dear students, first we have to see when the lactose sugar is absent, means absent of the lactose. When lactose is absent, the I gene, the regulator gene, means inhibitory gene, which is also known as the inhibitory gene, it produces repressor messenger RNA, that one, and this repressor messenger RNA, it means prevents the process. This is the repressor messenger RNA. It makes the repressor protein. The repressor protein binds to the operator region, and the operon as a result prevent RNA polymerase to bind to the operon. Or we can say now that the operon is switched off. When repressor protein is present on the operator region, the operon is switched off. It means absence of the lactose sugar. Let us see what happens when there is the presence of the lactose sugar. Lactose acts as an inducer. This lactose, it acts as the inducer. So, which binds to the repressor? It binds to the repressor protein and forms an inactive repressor. The repressor fails to bind to the operator gene, and it transcribes the messenger RNA. Lac messenger RNA is polycistronic, as you have learned in previous video, that in prokaryotes it is a messenger RNA is polycistronic. That is, it produces all the 3 types of enzymes, namely beta galactosidase, permeases and transacetylase, and thus we can say the lac operon is switched on. So by seeing this diagram, you must understand how this process is controlled into the means Escherichia coli. This is all about the lac operon.